Hello students, this is Shweta Roy. This video is for chapter 4 History part 1. Beginning of farming and herding. In this video we are going to discuss about features of Neolithic period. In that we have implications of farming and herding, beginning of farming, advantages of farming, beginning of a settled life and early villages, beginning of herding, advantages of herding, houses and cooking hearths. So these are some of the topics which we are going to discuss in this video. Here we will discuss about features of Neolithic period. In this we have implications of farming and herding and beginning of farming. Now in our previous chapter, that means in chapter 3, we already discussed about the Stone Age. That means the history of early people. Now Stone Age is divided into 3 parts. Paleolithic period, that is Old Stone Age, Mesolithic period, that is Middle Stone Age, and Neolithic period, which is New Stone Age. Now in Paleolithic period, the people were basically hunters and gatherers. They used to hunt animals and gather the plant products for their food. Now they were also living nomadic life. That means they used to move from one place to another frequently. And they were moving in search of food, in search of water, in search of stones so that they can make their tools. Also sometimes they move to meet their relatives and friends. So slowly and gradually people stopped living nomadic life and they started living a settled life. And this started during this Neolithic period. And we will discuss about that in this chapter. As we have already discussed that about 12,000 years ago, there was a climate change in the world. Now the climate became relatively warm, and because of the warm condition there was development of grasslands in many areas. Also some of the grain bearing grasses, like that means the crops which has grains like wheat, barley and rice, grew naturally by their own. They grew by their own in different parts of the subcontinent. Now slowly the plants and animals that people used as food were now changing. That means earlier they were using the plants and animals, like they were hunting the animals and they were gathering the plant products. But now the things were slowly and gradually changing, and now they were not moving one place to another in the search of food. Actually they slowly and gradually learned how to grow these crops and grow these foods. Now the people became more observant and vigilant about the things. They were looking the things around them very carefully. They also observed the locations where edible plants grew. That means, what are the locations? What are the things? What are the areas where the edible plants were growing? Also, how grains were buried in the soil, grew, and yielded food crops. Now, this encouraged them to look after the plants. They were observing the location, they were watching what is happening after the seed is going, after the grain is buried in the soil, what is happening with them, how they are growing. They started looking after that, and this way the people became farmers. They learned how to grow crops by observing them, and by being vigilant. And after that, they started cultivating more of the food crops like rice, lentils, as well as cotton, jute, etc. So these kind of crops, this kind of cultivation also started. Now, farmers used simple tools like hoes and crude plows. Also, they harvested the crops with sickles made of flint. So these were some of the things. This was a slow and gradual process by which the farming started. This was the beginning of the farming. Now, what was the advantages of farming? Actually, this discovery of farming was having a great importance in the history, because it totally changed the way of living of the people. Earlier, the people used to live a nomadic life, but now they were going towards a settled life. Earlier, the people were hunting the animals and gathering the plant products. They were basically hunters and gatherers. But now they were learning how to grow crops. So this was a great change in the history. Now the people became producers rather than gatherers. Now they were not gathering the plant products. In fact, they were producing. They were growing the crops. Their life actually changed for the better, because earlier they used to go one place to another every time they need to move. So that was a difficult life they were living. But now they were going towards a settled life, and they were learning the process by which they can make their life easier. So their life was changing for the better. They began to give up their nomadic lives and started to settle down, which was which was having a great advantage for them. beginning of a settled life and early villages. Now, people who grow crops have to stay in same place for a long time, because when they put seed in the soil, it takes time to grow and ripen. It may take several days, it may take several weeks, it may take several months. In some cases, it may take several years. So, they have to stay at same place to look after the crops. They need to water them, they need to weed them, and they need to protect them from the animals and birds. So like this, they have to look after the plants. So once they put the seed, it will take time to grow, and because of that they need to stay in the same place for long times. Also, they need to use the grains carefully, because it takes time to grow the crops, so they need to use it carefully. Also, they need to store it so that they can use it as food. Also, some seeds need to be stored for the next cultivation. So these things bound the Neolithic people to give up their nomadic life, because if they are moving one place to another, they cannot look after the crops, and crops will take time to grow. So they need to be at the same place and they need to look after the crops. Now they started living a settled life. They built the mud houses with thatched roofs, and they began to live in groups in the small villages. Now, the basic feature of village is the most people who are living there in the village are engaged in food production. So most of the people of the village was living in the was engaged in the food production. So this was the basic feature of the village. So this is how the nomadic people, the life of the nomadic people changed, and they started living in the settled life. And these were the reasons which made them uh, 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 which made them leave the settled life. Now this is the picture of a small village of Neolithic age, that means New Stone Age. You can see the agriculture is there, domestication is there, the storehouse they have made so that they can store the food items, housing is there. So you can see most of the things in the picture. Now they learned about the farming and they started farming. But slowly and gradually, the beginning of herding was also there. As the environmental change which took place 12,000 years ago made the climate warm, the grasslands developed, and slowly and gradually the grains also grew naturally, and then people observed and learned how to grow that crops. The same way, the climate change increased the number of animals who used to live on the grasslands, who survived on the grass. So the grasslands not only increased or brought the farming, it also brought herding of the animals, because with the grains the animals also increased. Now people began to take interest in these animals. They followed them for learning their food habits, also their breeding seasons. So like they learned about the plants, that in what location it will grow, what how much time it is taking to grow, what are the things they need, they need water and other things. So they learned about the plants. In the same manner they learned about the animals also, their food habits, their breeding seasons, everything. And the people also left food for them. The people used to leave the food for them, and because of that food, animals like goat, sheep, cattle, pig, they used to come to near, they used to come near to the camps where they live. So like this they attracted the animal, and after that they kept them, they started herding them, and like this herding and rearing of the animals started. Also the people protected these animals from the attack by other wild animals. Now wild ancestor of dogs were the first animal to be domesticated. And after that, later, after some time, the people domesticated the animals which were relatively gentle. Actually the dogs were very wild, they were wild, and they were first domesticated, but later the people uh, domesticated the gentle animals like sheep, goat, cattle like pig, camel, horses, donkeys. So these were the animals which were domesticated by the uh, Neolithic people. Now if we say domestication, so what is domestication? Domestication is the process in which people grow plants and animals. Now what were the advantages of herding? So there were several advantages of herding, in that uh, dogs were first domesticated by the people. So dogs helped people saving their lives from the dangerous wild animals. Also these dogs guarded the herds of their master, the cattle and herds. And also they helped the people in hunting the problem. Now these domesticated animals solved the food problem on a great extent. Like if we say uh, the animals like cows, goats, sheep, camels, they provided fresh milk for them. Also they were getting meat from some of the animals like goat, sheep, etc. So they were getting milk and meat, and by this at some extent the problem of the food was solved for them. And like this, the animals that were reared could be used as a store of food. Now, because of all this, the human did not have to go on dangerous hunting trips in search of food. Now they were growing the crops, so they were having food. Also, they were rearing the animals. and they were knowing about their food habits and their breeding seasons. So by this they were also having the milk and meat from the animals, and by this their problem of food was solved. Now this domesticated animals also helped the early men in agricultural work, like bullocks, donkeys, horses and camels. They were used for riding and ploughing the field. And these animals provided manure also, so that and that increased the fertility of the soil. So they helped in the agriculture also. Now the animals also helped in solving the problems of clothing. How? Actually they provided wool and skin which people used as clothes that time. They were using the skin of the animals, and also they were getting wool from the ships, and that was used by the people for clothing. So you can see they helped saving their lives from the dangerous animals. They also guarded them, their herds and cattle. Also they solved the food problem by providing milk and meat. They helped in agriculture also, in ploughing and all, in ploughing, and also they were providing manure, so that the fertility of soil was increasing. And they also solved the problem of clothing by giving wool and skin. So domestication made human lives much easier and safer than the lives of early hunter and gatherers. Now houses. Evidence of herds or houses has also been found at Neolithic sites. Some of the Neolithic sites, the evidence of herds and houses were found. For example, the people of Burzahum built pit houses, and these houses were dug into the ground. They were digging the ground, and inside that they were making the houses with steps leading to them. There was step. First they were digging the house. They were making a pit, and after that they were making a house, and there was steps by which they can go inside. So that kind of houses were built by the people of Burzahum. Now these type of houses provided shelter to the people, especially in cold weathers. In cold weathers, these kind of houses may have saved them by the cold climate, cold condition. Now we have cooking hearths. Cooking hearths were also found in the Burzahum. It was both inside the house and outside the house. And this indicates that people may have cooked food either indoors or outdoors depending on the weather conditions. That means maybe they have cooked food inside the house indoors in the winter condition when it is very cold, and outdoors when it is very hot. In the hot condition they would have cooked the food outside of the house. So these kind of things were found in the Burzahum archaeological site. Here we have a map of archaeological site. In this you can see the Burzahum. In the top of the map you can see Burzahum, and we now discussed about the Burzahum. So you can see Mehergarh. In Mehergarh there was remains of grains. wheat and barley, remains of wheat and barley was found in Mehergarh. And there was remains of bone found in which was sheep, goat and cattle. Now it is present in Pakistan. At Burza home, there were the remains of grains which was found was wheat and lentil. And dog, cattle, sheep, goat, buffalo, remains of bones of these animals were found at Burza home. You can see great variety of animals. It is in Kashmir. We have Koldihwa. In Koldihwa, remains of rice was found and fragmentary animal bones were found, which is now in Uttar Pradesh. Then we have Mahagada, just below the Koldihwa. There also the rice was found. Remains of rice was found in both Koldihwa and Mahagada. In Mahagada, cattle hoof marks on the clay surface was found. Now we have Chirand. You can see above Koldihwa we have Chirand. And there wheat, grain, gram and barley, remains of these grains were found. Also the remains of bones of buffalo and ox was found, which is now in Bihar. Koldihwa and Mahagada is now in UP and Chirand is now in Bihar. Now we have Hallur. Come down. In the west you can see Hallur. So there remains of millet was found, and the remains of bones which were found was of cattle, sheep, goat and pig. This is now in Andhra Pradesh. Now we have Payampalli. Payampalli is just opposite the Hallur, and Payampalli, there we found black gram and millet. So in the southern part you can see millet we found. The bones of animals we found were of cattle, sheep and pig. This is also in Andhra Pradesh nowadays. So this is the description of some of the Neolithic sites. I hope you all understood all the topics taught in this video. Thank you.